You could be losing your tooth enamel in your sleep without pain, without warning. It's not from cavities and it's not from brushing too hard either. The real problem is stomach acid that comes up at night. Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Mernaz, a dentist, and today I want to show you how a silent digestive problem can attack your teeth first. And the worst part, you might not even notice it for years. Teeth are one of the first places where acid damages shows up, even before the stomach. That's because tooth enamel has no ability to repair itself. Once it's damaged, the damage is permanent. Silent reflux happens when the stomach acid moves upward without obvious symptoms. Sometimes the acid reaches the throat and even the mouth, but the body doesn't react strongly. That's why many people live for years without realizing that stomach acid is slowly damaging their teeth. Stomach acid is much stronger than dietary acids. When it repeatedly reaches the surface of the teeth over a long period of time, even in very small amounts, it gradually softens the enamel. This process is sudden, it's not painful, and it's not something you can easily see in early stages. It usually happens at night when you're lying down. During sleep, saliva production decreases and the mouth becomes drier. Saliva acts as the mouth's natural cleaning and protective system. When saliva is reduced, acid and other causing compounds stay on the tongue and oral tissues much longer. That's why many of these patients wake up in the morning with tooth sensitivity or a raw feeling on their teeth without realizing what happened overnight. One important point that's often overlooked is that acid damage doesn't affect just one tooth or one small area. This type of erosion usually happens gradually and extensively, often involving multiple teeth at the same time. So by the time the patient notices something is wrong, a significant amount of enamel may already be gone without ever having felt real pain. One key sign is an unnaturally smooth and shiny tooth surface. Teeth are not supposed to look overly polished or glass like that. Shiny appearance is often a sign of enamel slowly dissolving due to acid, not brushing and not cavities. This is exactly where many patients get confused. When people notice this change, they often think they need to brush harder or use a stronger toothpaste, but in reality, this only makes the damage worse. When enamel is already weakened and softened by acid, brushing immediately after acid contact removes the enamel, the protective layer of the tooth. People with reflux often wake up in the morning with hoarseness, a chronic dry cough, and sensation of mucus stuck in the throat or bad breath. In more advanced stages, the layer beneath the enamel called dentin becomes exposed to the oral environment. Dentin is much more sensitive than enamel and reacts easily to temperature changes, sweetness, acidity, and even touch. This is when patients say their teeth feel weak or not like before. Cold water, hot drinks, or even air can cause sharp pain, yet the dentists find no cavities. And I should mention that diets high in acidic food can dramatically worsen the damage when silent reflux is present. Many people think these are safe because they're natural, but for already weakened enamel, they act almost like pure acid. In some people, the tongue is affected as well. A burning sensation, persistent bitterness, or changes in the surface texture of the tongue can all be signs of chronic acid exposure. Bad breath in these individuals usually doesn't go away with brushing, flossing, or mouthwash. That's because the source isn't the mouth itself. It's stomach acid and contents coming back up. When the acid source isn't controlled, even the best dental treatment, including fillings or cosmetic work, won't last long. A tooth that's exposed to acid every night is not a stable foundation for long-term dental treatment. That's why successful treatment must always address the root cause, not just appearance. One very important point that's often ignored is whitening toothpaste. Whitening toothpaste usually contains stronger abrasive particles. They don't repair enamel, they remove surface stains by abrasion. When enamel has already been softened by reflux or acid exposure, that abrasion removes even more enamel. For people with silent reflux, tooth sensitivity, or enamel erosion, whitening toothpaste is not recommended at all. Another common mistake is frequent use of alcohol-based mouthwashes. These mouthwashes may temporarily reduce bad breath, but because they contain alcohol, they dry out the mouth. This reduces the protective effect of saliva and worsens dryness. Over time, they actually have the opposite effect. If you use mouthwash, make sure it's alcohol-free. Sometimes seeing doctor is exactly what can stop further tooth damage. Silent reflux is not just a problem for older people. Young individuals, even those who appear healthy and active, can have it too. High stress levels, irregular sleep, and modern eating habits have lowered the age of onset. So what can we do to reduce the damage? After waking up or after tasting acid in your mouth, do not brush immediately. Rinse your mouth with water and wait at least 30 minutes before brushing. Use a soft toothbrush and a fluoride-containing toothpaste. At night, avoid laying down for at least 2 or 3 hours after eating. Limit coffee, alcohol, chocolate, and highly acidic foods, especially late in the day. Reduce stress as much as possible. Stress worsens reflux, and combined with teeth grinding and dry mouth multiplies the damage. Sometimes managing stress is just as important as medication. Drink plenty of water and don't forget regular dental checkups every 6 months. The body warns you before it causes pain. Not with crisis, but with small signs that are often ignored. Real treatment begins the moment you decide to listen to your body. And remember, the mouth isn't just a part of your body. The mouth is a mirror of your body.